Eating up that hot beef. Chilling on a hot beach. Kelly's roast beef.
98.5 The Sports Hub. We are Toucher and Rich. Everett is the place where our man named Bird resides. And Rich has been out with Bird before, and everyone just seems to know who he is.
We went to Sullivan's after the basketball game. We went to the Celtics game in December, and we walk in, and it's like everyone's just high-five, Bird, what's a Bird? So we did a thing, and Nick in the other room recorded it, and I was just like, I want to play a game, how long until somebody recognizes Bird? So we started at one end of Sullivan's and pressed record and went walking, and within 9 seconds, this dude goes, Bird! And picks him up and starts like lifting him up and down.
Yeah,
so
that's
much
the
so,
Everett hello.
Right, that's the Everett hello. It's like the street party hello, where his beer bottle drops out of his hand and smashes on the ground. Of course, someone from Sullivan's is like, get the hell out of here at that point. Not the Bird, not his fault that he's adored and loved everywhere he goes from Everett's everywhere.
It is not his fault. Indeed, he also, he lives in Everett where everyone hangs out on the street.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea here was that Bird was going to go out and he was going to talk to people of Everett about what's going on in sports.
It's a brand new bit called How's the Roast Beef?
Okay, so Bird camped himself at a roast beef place in Everett, and he talked to the people over there.
May I use this for the radio?
Yes.
All right. Do you know who I am?
No.
Do you know I scored a touchdown for Everett High in 1999 and won 2 Super Bowls?
I did not know that.
Did he throw in the Super Bowl thing himself?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Hell yes, he did. Because the whole thing was, do you know that I scored it? Because he's so proud that he scored a touchdown for Everett High, that without us asking him, he'd sent it to the Comcast. and asked
play
them
on TV when they're on.
Yeah, he just, without our knowledge, sent it to them. And now it's playing right now. He's so proud of that video. Yeah, there he goes. And he dives into the end zone, and everyone says, congratulations, Bird. All right, so Bird, by the way, threw in the 2 Super Bowl titles.
What do you think of all the Brady Belichick stuff on ESPN, from ESPN?
Well, I think part of it's true.
Really? What part is it?
I think there's probably some problems between Belichick and Guerrero. And I think that Tom Brady probably wanted Jimmy Garoppolo gone.
Do you think Belichick is going to leave the Patriots to coach somewhere else?
I don't.
If Belichick does leave, will you be pissed at Brady?
No.
Do you think Tom Brady and his buddy Alex Guerrero and all that TB12 stuff is kind of weird?
Yeah, I do.
Weird in what way?
Nobody lives like that.
How's the roast beef?
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, so we appreciate He's like, my work here is done.
It's like he's checking boxes on the way down.
Yeah.
He's reading and then checking. Ask that, ask that, ask that.
Not a lot of
And
follow-up.
ask that.
No, it's not a conversation. It's an interview.
I have a list here.
I got to check these things off. Bird continues his Everett roast beef experience.
May I use this for the radio? Yes or no?
Yes, you can use the radio.
All right. Do you know who I am?
Yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't know Birdman? Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't know Bird and Everett?
Bird.
King of Everett.
I've seen you on the streets since 1993.
Yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't know Birdman? Come on, I went to high school, you buddy.
All right.
What are the chances we're still here? 100%. Imagine running into someone that went to Everett High. It's 100% certainty. Did you hear about Carl? What happened? He moved to Delaware. Oh, God. He moved to Cambridge. Dear Lord.
What do you think of all the Brady Belichick stuff from ESPN?
Absolutely bogus.
Everything about it?
I think everything about it. I think they're just spinning that around to last thing they would want to do is see the Patriots go to Super Bowl again this year.
That was almost Everettese.
Speaking their own Everett language?
Yes, I can't make heads or tails of it.
Do you think Belichick is going to leave the Patriots, coach somewhere else anytime soon?
he'll retire a Patriot.
Nice. If Belichick does leave, will you be pissed at Brady?
No, at the end of the day, it's a business. I mean, they both spent their whole career here and done nothing but win. They turned this organization right around.
All right, do you think Tom Brady and his buddy Alex Guerrero and all that TB12 stuff is kind of weird?
It's a little weird, but I guess it's a secret sauce to stay successful.
And how's the roast beef? Better than anyone else?
That's my favorite. Better than Kelly's.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
I like pickles on my roast beef sandwich. Pickles on my roast beef sandwich.
Yes, you do.
Pickles on my roast beef
I
sandwich.
don't know why I'm asking if that's the roast beef is making me laugh. Bird, of course I know Bird. We went to high school together. So did everyone else in here. All right, this is the last of the Bird.
How's the roast
How's
beef?
the roast beef?
That's right.
It's a home run. We continue.
Sorry, I'm laughing.
Hey, this is the radio.
Sure.
Do you know who I am?
I don't know your name, no.
Did you know I scored a touchdown for Everett High in 1999 and won 2 Super Bowls?
99, I was a freshman.
Of course. There you go.
It's right. Within the radius. You're in the 5-mile radius.
That's right.
Who didn't go to Everett High that's in here?
Nobody.
Okay.
I would bet you that 100% of their clientele went to Everett High.
That day?
No, at any point.
At any point. Who didn't go to Everett High?
Like, who's going to Everett? Like, that's not like somewhere where people just go like, oh, dude, let's go to Everett and, like, pick up something to eat.
Well, sometimes it's a destination restaurant.
Okay, so this particular restaurant is a destination?
Hey, listen, from what I hear, it's the best of the best.
Okay. They got the best roast beef?
That's what these people are saying.
All right.
Oh, really? Yeah. At Everett?
Revere High.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What you plan?
I played left out.
All right, what do you think about all the Belichick Brady stuff from ESPN?
I think it's just that. I mean, I think it's all fabricated. I don't think the situation's as serious as they're making it out to be.
All right. Do you think Belichick is going to leave the Patriots?
I don't think so. No.
No? If Belichick leaves, will you be pissed at Brady?
No, I wouldn't be pissed at either.
Do you think that Tom Brady and his buddy Alex Guerrero and all that 12B stuff is kind of weird?
It's trendy. It's like
All that 12B stuff.
You got all 12B stuff.
Weird? Kind of weird?
He's got the script right in front of him.
Right. Well, no one said that he could read. No one has made that claim.
Do you think that Tom Brady and his buddy Alex Guerrero and all that 12B stuff is kind of weird?
Weird?
it's trendy. It's like the new trend is like holistic therapy in all aspects.
Would you do the TB12 method?
That seems to be working for him. I mean, I can't question that.
How's the roast beef?
Roast beef is unbelievable.
Thank you.
I like pickles on my roast beef sandwich. Pickles on my roast beef sandwich.
How's the roast beef?
Pickles on my roast beef. Pickles on my roast beef. Pickles on my pickles on my pickles on my.
How's the roast beef? Do you know who I am? How's the roast beef? Do you know who I am? How's the roast beef?
Okay, all right.
That make me cough up a lot of green stuff.
So there you go. There is the grand debut of How's the Roast Beef, starring Bird.
No one else finds that funny but me. Just Everett to me is fascinating. It's just fascinating.
You know, everyone knows him.
That's right.
So another great bit in the book.
How's the roast beef?
Very good. All right, well, John, there's actual news coming
Yes,
out about
actual news within the last hour surrounding.
Do you know who I am?
No, I don't.
Okay, well,
How's the roast beef?
Matt Patricia. News about Patriots defensive coordinator Matt Patricia. Peter King on his MMQB. He wrote this morning that obviously the Detroit Lions want Matt Patricia. We've known this for a week at least.
There was word that
It was a done deal.
That was a done deal.
And now apparently, according to Peter King, what he heard was that, of course, the Lions do want Patricia. Mike Vrabel of Houston, by the way, is the runner-up for the job. But Patricia doesn't want that job. He wants the New York Giants job.
Now,
And-
okay, so this is a he wants them, not they want him.
No,
most.
well, this dovetails into what I'm about to tell you. The New York Daily News just posted an article within the last half hour saying that Patricia is now the front runner for the Giants job.
Okay, so this also comes in the heels of yesterday. Bruce Arians was doing an interview.
Right.
And when it comes to what's going on with the Giants, I thought this was kind of interesting.
Why doesn't he go to the NFL?
They're talking about Nick Saban here. Nick Saban.
Why doesn't he go to the NFL? Do you think he's considering it?
It would not surprise me. You know, and there's a job he covets. It just happens to be open, and but he's got a dynasty right now. Another dynamite recruiting class. Why he would do it, I don't know, but it would not shock me if he did.
What job?
The Giants,
Why the New York Giants?
because they're the New York Giants, and you know, when we grew up, they were the thing.
So Nick Saban covets the New York Giants job, but hasn't that been open? I mean, wasn't that right before he got his new contract?
I mean,
Didn't
this
he?
goes-
I don't see that happening.
Well-
Also, Nick Saban's got this like 8 years left on his contract.
Saban is college football's version of Rick Pitino, one of the best college coaches in the history of the sport, not an NFL coach. And any Miami Dolphins fan will tell you that instantly.
Patricia's going to get fired within 3 years of that Giants job. That's not that he's an idiot for taking that
But
job.
strong ownership both sides now.
No, I understand, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have the horses. I mean, it doesn't bode well for him.
Okay. The roast beef was the main point. Get a little extra news there when it aired. And roast beef sandwich. Pickles on my roast beef sandwich.